Hello, welcome to the next lecture. Today we will talk about comments, and if we look at our design, we can see that this comments page. So what does that mean? So people on the post can click on this comment button and then they can send the comments and other people can like those comments. So for this we need to create a new table and we will call that table as the comments table. So which fields do we need for the comments table? We always need the ID for the auto increment. We do need the user ID, the person who is actually giving the comment, the post ID on which the comments are being given, and actually the comment he is writing on that. So as we saw that how the posts are created, the comments are also, we can save the comments inside the post as well, like by making another column, but I did not prefer to make it super complex for you. I want to make it little easier for you, so that's why I am making this column separately. So if we go back to our database and if we try to create a new table, and we know that we need 6 columns for this, right? So I do write the comments table name with 6 columns, and in these columns we need to put, for example, ID, user ID, the person who is doing the comment. Then we have the post ID on which the comments being done, you can saw from here. Then the comment actually and created at, updated at. The comments are stored in the comments table. According to the posts, they will do the comments on. The comment can be longer, so we can put that as text. And for the date and time, we can put the timestamp and date and time. And default, we can put the timestamp. For the attributes of the on update, we can set the on current update time. If we look at once more and make sure everything is there and then click save, okay, it's saying saved and we have a comments table now. So if we look at this design, so this post has 990 comments, for example, just to show the total as well, and here we can see that the comments are being done on a specific post. So for example, just we see that the post we have is post ID is 1. If we go to the database and if we look at the post and also we open the users table, so for example on the post 1, the user 1 Tosif has commented something. So how this will be recorded? So if we go to the comments table and click insert, then we will say, okay, user ID 1 Tosif on the post ID 1 has given a comment. This was surely a nice event. Thanks for sharing photo. Just as a sample. So if I click go and then I see that one row is inserted. The insertion is simple, as you all know that insert into comments, then the columns and then the values. If I click browse and then I can see one comment is added over here. So if we see that the comments count is shown over here and also over here. So you remember that how we counted the likes. Similar thing we will do for the comments. We will write that comment as total comment from comments, where we need to mention the post ID as well. Equals 1, because we are trying to get comments for the post ID 1. It says us the total comments 1. And if I copy this query, I go back to the comments, I delete this comment, and then if I try to run this query again, and let's see what it says. If I click go and then it shows me your query has been successfully executed, but the total comments are 0. So here you may have saw that if you are counting something, one row is always be returned. So for example, if we go to the comments table and select static for comments, there is no row shown. So always when you are performing a calculation of the count, then it will return you a 0 if there is nothing found in total. So this may help you in making some decisions. So today we have saw about the comments, and now if you remember that we also talk about the likes as well for the comments. We saved the likes against the post, but let's save a like against a comment. So what we can do, go back to insert, we say okay, user 1 has written a comment awesome against post 1. Then if we go to the comments, we can see this comment ID is 2. So what we want to do, we want to save a like against this comment. We will go back to our likes table. In the likes table we will do an insertion, and during this insertion we will say okay, user 1 object ID 1, and that was what, that was comment. Okay, let me check the comment ID. I think that is 2, not 1. So if we go to comment, yes, that is 2, because the first one we have deleted. So what we will do, we will save 2 as object ID of the comments. Then click go. So if we now browse the table, we can see that in the likes table we have object IDs different and also the object types different, which means this like is done by this user 1 on object 2, which is a comment. So through this we can count the likes as well of the object of comments as well, which we will maybe look into the APIs. Thanks for watching. In the next lecture we will talk about getting the data for the home page and for the each page, and then we will compare the objects accordingly. See you.